In the last 24 hours, Melissa went from a tropical storm at 70 miles per hour to now a category 4 at 140 miles per hour. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Pew. It's October 26, 2025. So before we get into Melissa, let's talk about what's happening in the States because I promise it's all connected. So looking at 500 millibars or midway the troposphere, there's two troughs that we've been looking at, one in the northeast that's been passing by and one in the south. And both of these for the past few days have been causing a lot of severe weather going from Texas and now to the Florida Panhandle. With these two troughs, the one in the northeast has caused a high pressure somewhere around the mid-Atlantic and the one in the south has caused a surface low pressure somewhere around the Mississippi Valley. And with high pressures being clockwise flow and low pressures being counterclockwise flow, it has brought in a lot of flow from the Gulf and brought in a lot of moisture into the southern states. And so with that, we have your classic setup of the warm front and the cold front dynamic, where we have the warm front bringing in that warm moist air and the cold front with that low pressure bringing in westerly flow, bringing in that cooler air, causing these thunderstorms. So today's pretty much part 3 of the severe weather threat, where we have a slight risk or a 2 out of 5 going from Louisiana to the Florida Panhandle. And as I'm recording this video at 11 a.m. Central Time, you guys are already having some storms, and this is pretty much going to last throughout the day and it's going to slowly travel eastward. Okay, so now the Hurricane Melissa, because it's all connected, she's been staying pretty much stationary because she's been sitting between two mid-level high pressures, and that's clockwise flow, but because she's sitting in between it, they've been having opposite flows and competing with each other. Now Melissa now is traveling a little bit to the west, and it's because of this high pressure has extended itself a little bit more to the east, and it's because it's being pushed by that trough that we see in the southern states. And so because of this extension, we're going to see a little bit more northeasterly flow at Melissa. Though this high pressure is eroding, so I won't have this effect for that much longer because this trough in the states is going to continue to push more towards the south. And with that, around Monday, Tuesday, it's going to kind of yoink Melissa to the north. So looking at the official projected path by the National Hurricane Center, Melissa will be moving to the west in the next 24 hours and then shift to the northeast with a direct hit towards Jamaica. And unfortunately, the National Hurricane Center is still anticipating that Melissa may still intensify into a category 5. With Melissa being mostly stationary, she's been sitting on top of really hot sea surface temperatures above 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And on top of that, she's been entering into an area where there's been relatively low shear, so it hasn't been tilting those updrafts and haven't really been disrupting that intensification process. Over the next few days, places like Jamaica are still predicted to get over 30 inches of rain, but now Jamaica specifically may get 40 inches or greater. In terms of when Melissa is going to make a direct impact to Jamaica, it looks like around Tuesday morning.